Imagine a time of unparalleled economic growth, where the American dream seemed within reach for millions. The 1920s in the United States, often hailed as the Roaring Twenties, was a decade of exuberance, innovation, and prosperity. But beneath the surface of this glittering facade lay a fragile bubble that would shape the course of history. Today, we delve into the prosperity bubble of the 1920s, exploring its rise, its impact, and the lessons it holds for us today. Welcome to our channel. In this video, we're diving into one of the most fascinating yet pivotal chapters in American economic history, the prosperity bubble of the 1920s. As the world recovered from the devastation of World War I, the United States emerged as an economic powerhouse, fueled by rapid industrialization, technological advancements, and a burgeoning consumer culture. This era saw unprecedented wealth creation and societal transformation, but it was also marked by risky financial practices and unsustainable growth. Understanding the prosperity bubble of the 1920s isn't just about revisiting the past, it's about grasping the cyclical nature of economies and the profound impact of unchecked speculation. By examining this period through a historical lens, we gain insights into the dynamics of boom and bust cycles, the influence of government policies, and the enduring lessons for today's economic landscapes. Join us as we uncover the highs and lows of the Roaring Twenties, explore the factors that fueled this economic frenzy, and uncover the warning signs that foreshadowed its dramatic collapse. Let's begin our journey into the heart of the 1920s prosperity bubble. 1. Financial environment, stock market and speculation. The 1920s witnessed an unprecedented surge in the stock market, becoming a symbol of the era's prosperity and optimism. As industries flourished and consumer demand soared, investors eagerly poured money into stocks, driving prices to dizzying heights. The advent of margin buying, where investors could borrow money to buy stocks, further fueled the speculative frenzy. This practice allowed even small investors to participate in what seemed like an ever-rising market. Investment trusts, another financial innovation of the time, contributed to the euphoria. These trusts pooled money from investors to purchase securities, promising high returns. They became immensely popular as people sought quick profits in a market that appeared invincible. Meanwhile, real estate markets across major cities boomed, reflecting urbanization trends and a growing population migrating to urban centers in search of economic opportunities. 2. Social changes and cultural impact. Beyond the economic indicators, the 1920s marked a profound shift in American society and culture. Urbanization accelerated as people flocked to cities for jobs in the burgeoning industries. This demographic shift spurred the growth of consumerism, as city dwellers enjoyed newfound disposable incomes and access to a wide array of consumer goods. The era also saw the rise of the Roaring Twenties culture, characterized by jazz music, flapper fashion, and a newfound sense of social liberation. Women, having gained the right to vote in 1920, embraced newfound freedoms and challenged traditional gender roles. This cultural dynamism was paralleled by technological advancements in entertainment and communication, exemplified by the rise of radio broadcasting and Hollywood cinema. 3. Signs of trouble, the beginning of the end. Beneath the surface of this apparent prosperity, warning signs of economic imbalance began to emerge. Overproduction in key industries such as agriculture led to declining prices and income instability for farmers. The disparity between rich and poor widened, with the wealthiest reaping the lion's share of economic gains while many others struggled to make ends meet. Financial fragilities also became apparent, as the rapid expansion of credit and speculation created a precarious foundation for the economy. By the late 1920s, cracks in the facade began to show. Stock prices, which had soared to unprecedented levels, became increasingly detached from economic fundamentals. Despite warnings from economists and financial analysts, the prevailing sentiment of optimism and the belief in perpetual growth persisted among investors and the general public alike. 4. Social changes and cultural impact. Urbanization and migration. The 1920s marked a significant shift as Americans increasingly abandoned rural life for urban opportunities. Cities expanded rapidly, fueled by industrial jobs and technological advancements. This urban migration not only reshaped demographic landscapes but also influenced social norms and values. urban dwellers embraced a faster-paced lifestyle, with access to amenities and entertainment that rural areas couldn't match. The influx of diverse populations into cities led to cultural blending and new social dynamics. Immigrant communities contributed to a rich tapestry of cultural expressions, from cuisine to art, further enriching the urban experience. However, urbanization also highlighted disparities in living conditions and access to resources, foreshadowing social tensions that would simmer beneath the surface. Roaring Twenties lifestyle. The Roaring Twenties epitomized a period of cultural liberation and social change. The Jazz Age captured the spirit of the era, with jazz music becoming the soundtrack to a generation embracing newfound freedoms. Flappers, with their bobbed hair and daring fashion, challenged traditional gender roles and celebrated independence. The era also witnessed a transformation in youth culture, as young people sought to break away from Victorian constraints and explore new forms of expression and rebellion. 5. Signs of trouble, the beginning of the end. Overproduction and debt. The apparent prosperity of the 1920s masked underlying economic imbalances. Overproduction in key industries such as agriculture led to falling prices and reduced incomes for farmers. This agricultural crisis rippled through the economy, impacting rural communities and exacerbating debt burdens. Declining exports further weakened the agricultural sector, highlighting vulnerabilities in an economy overly reliant on industrial expansion. Financial weaknesses. While the stock market soared, weaknesses in the banking sector and uneven wealth distribution underscored systemic vulnerabilities. Many banks were undercapitalized and overextended due to speculative lending practices. The concentration of wealth among a few elites contrasted sharply with widespread poverty and stagnant wages for many workers. This uneven distribution of wealth not only fueled social unrest but also contributed to economic instability. 6. The bursting bubble, the stock market crash of 1929. Black Tuesday. On October 29, 1929, the stock market crashed in a cataclysmic event known as Black Tuesday. Speculative bubbles burst as panicked investors rushed to sell their stocks, triggering a chain reaction of plummeting prices. The crash wiped out billions of dollars in wealth virtually overnight, devastating investors and businesses alike. The immediate aftermath saw widespread panic, as banks failed, businesses closed, and unemployment soared. 7. Legacy and lessons learned. Impact on the Great Depression. The stock market crash of 1929 marked the beginning of the Great Depression, a decade-long economic downturn that ravaged economies worldwide. Unemployment soared to unprecedented levels, poverty deepened, and social safety nets strained to their limits. The Great Depression fundamentally reshaped societies and politics, leading to the rise of populist movements and government intervention in economies. Lessons for today. The 1920s prosperity bubble and subsequent crash offer critical lessons for modern economic policies. Parallels can be drawn to contemporary issues such as financial speculation, income inequality, and the role of government regulation. The importance of maintaining balanced economic growth and implementing effective regulatory frameworks to mitigate risks of financial instability remains as relevant today as it was during the Roaring Twenties. Understanding the dynamics of the 1920s prosperity bubble not only enriches our historical knowledge but also provides valuable insights into the cyclical nature of economies and the enduring impact of unchecked speculation and inequality. As we navigate through today's economic landscapes, the lessons learned from this pivotal period in history continue to resonate, emphasizing the importance of responsible economic stewardship and equitable growth strategies. Conclusion. In this video, we've explored the fascinating rise and dramatic fall of the prosperity bubble in 1920s America. We began by examining the economic boom following World War I, fueled by industrial growth, technological advancements, and a burgeoning consumer culture. This era saw unprecedented wealth creation and social change, marked by the Jazz Age and the empowerment of women and youth. However, beneath the surface of apparent prosperity were underlying vulnerabilities. Overproduction, mounting debt, and weaknesses in the financial sector set the stage for a devastating collapse. The stock market crash of 1929, on Black Tuesday, shattered the illusion of perpetual growth, plunging the world into the Great Depression and leaving lasting scars on economies and societies. It's crucial to understand historical economic bubbles like the one in the 1920s because they provide valuable insights into the dynamics of boom and bust cycles. They remind us of the dangers of speculative excess, unsustainable growth, and the importance of prudent economic policies. By learning from the mistakes and successes of the past, we can better navigate today's economic challenges and strive for more stable and inclusive growth. We encourage you to delve deeper into economic history and cycles, as understanding these concepts can provide a solid foundation for making informed decisions in personal finance, business, and policymaking. Economic history is not just a record of the past, it's a guidebook for shaping our future. With that said, thank you for watching. We hope you found this exploration of the 1920s prosperity bubble informative and thought-provoking. Stay curious, keep learning, and until next time, take care. Please like and subscribe.